Back to it. New belt for the autopilot. It has been a long time in this boatyard, but they're finally digging me out of the hole, putting me in the staging area, and I should hopefully be in the water today or tomorrow. Very much looking forward to that. Back to it, right out of the marina, sails are up, engines off, adventure begins. After spending an unexpected 4 extra weeks in the boatyard because of an accident with the boat lift, it feels so good to finally be out here on the water and start my 1,500-mile journey. Well, sun sets upon us on day 1. It's been quite the rodeo, fighting some wind swell and some wind, but we're making big progress and it feels so good. I think I'm like almost 85 miles in 14 hours, so we're cooking. Gonna go all through the night, so wish me luck. Gonna try to get a little bit of sleep, but I'm on the boat solo, so sleep will be little. And we'll make it to sunrise and get a lot more miles in tomorrow before finding the spot to get some good rest. This is absolutely ridiculous. The sun was coming up. It was calm over there. I could see the line where the wind comes in. So I put the mainsail up and boom, hit the wind, 25 knots. Had to pull straight back into it, drop the mainsail, put in the double reef. And I still think it's, yeah, no, I just saw 30. I gotta mess with this mainsail. I'm 35 hours, 205 miles in for my first day, 35 hours non-stop. I've only slept like an hour in 15-minute chunks here and there. So much weather, fighting swell, the gnarliest first 35 hours you could probably ask for on a trip like this. But I am 30 minutes away from dropping anchor in a good anchorage, protected anchorage where I can get some sleep. I did just have little mishap with the head sail. It wound itself up when I was trying to put it away, so I had to quickly drop it. That is tiny stuff that can be fixed later, especially when I get some food and some sleep in me. But I was looking at the weather forecast, I was looking at the mileage between all my stops. I'm planning grocery and fuel stops, and everything's kind of lining up. I got plan A, B, and C to adapt to any weather changes, and it just feels so good after waiting so long that it's like coming together, working my ass off, getting this stuff done, and I just, oh man, I need sleep, I need food, but it feels so good. We're almost there. It's another beautiful morning out here on the water. Last night, Anchorage was fantastic. Super calm, got about 6 hours of sleep, but I had to leave about 2:30 this morning because I'm trying to squeeze in between all these weather windows to make more miles as I head south down the Sea of Cortez. So today I'm doing about 75 miles to the first stop, and I'll hang out there for a bit to refuel, grab some groceries, but I'll probably leave about 1 or 2 in the morning because I need to get to Bahia Concepcion before the wind picks up on the following day. I need to get in before like 9 a.m. otherwise I am gonna be hit with a ton of wind, and I wanna tuck in there, nice and safe in the bay there. So here we go, 75 miles on the first jaunt of this journey. This whole adventure is what I'm deeming Operation Get This Boat Back to San Diego. That's our home port. We left there a few years ago to sail through Mexico, and now it is time to bring this boat back home. I have a lot of miles ahead of me because we had the boat up in Puerto Penasco, one of the most northern areas of the Sea of Cortez. So I need to get the boat all the way down the Sea of Cortez, round the peninsula, and all the way back up the Pacific side of Baja to San Diego. It is quite the journey, but we're making miles every single day. Well, here's another sunrise. I don't think I filmed anything in the later half of yesterday. Woo, okay. But I got 80 miles in yesterday, and I got into Santa Rosalia, which I've been to a couple times in some past videos. And it's a beautiful town, but I was so exhausted. And I got in at like 5 o'clock in the evening. And I needed to get a little bit of fuel, and I was gonna go to the grocery store, but I ended up just getting some food at a restaurant and then going to bed. So my mind wasn't there to film, but we're back at it. Left at 2 a.m. this morning, and we have a shorter hop today. We're just doing 40 miles because some heavy wind is coming in. So I got an early start to do the 40 miles. That's like 7 hours or so. And we're cruising right now, doing 7 knots, turned a corner, so we got into some swell, but it's all going super well at the moment. I hope I can sneak in before the heavy wind comes later today. I'll update you more as we go. riding the bull. We dropped anchor in Bahia Concepcion. This place is so beautiful. I really wish I could stay here for like a whole week. This one's gonna hurt pulling up the anchor and headed out, but it's not the mission of this trip, so I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna go to the beach, get some steps in, then I'm gonna try to take a nap because I might be leaving tonight at sunset to catch a gap in the weather to make some more progress south. It's so windy during the day that I can't make any southern progress. And so I might have to do it at night for the next couple nights. But right now, I'll enjoy this. Whew, jumped in. Feels so good. Water's like 80 degrees. It's not the coolest thing, but wet with a little breeze on you, it makes this 95-degree weather a little bit more bearable. I'll walk the beach a little bit, make some food, and then I gotta head on at sunset. Let me see if I can show you what it's like motoring, sailing, whatever at nighttime. Can't really see anything, but we'll see if this comes across on video. Well, I got beat up last night, all night. And I'm exhausted. I need more sleep. That was a super weird, like, double day because I left at 2 in the morning at Santa Rosalia. Oh my gosh. The wind was relentless. The waves were coming from this crazy angle. And it just, yeah, with not enough sleep, it just didn't line up, and it got to me mentally because the forecast says one thing, and of course it's not always that. Like, oftentimes it's different, but at least it can get close enough to what the forecast says. And last night, just, it never lined up, and I just got so frustrated, and it felt like every 10 minutes was so long, and the night was like pitch black. Moon didn't come up until like 2 in the morning, and it just beats you up. There was one point where we had like 4 or 5 foot rollers from the side, and the whole boat was just doing this huge back and forths, and it just yeah, it makes you exhausted. So actually just passed where I was gonna anchor, because I am 20 miles from Puerto Escondido, which is a well-protected cove with mooring balls and a restaurant, and it's 35 bucks a night. So I am gonna head into there and get some rest. It was my plan to do that tomorrow. I'm just going a day early because the weather's nice right now, and so I might as well finish out these last 20 miles. So I'm gonna head in there, I'm gonna get some rest, and we'll go from there. What a beautiful day. Sea of Cortez. We're almost out of it, but she's giving me one last ride. Restock and get ready to round the Cape and head north towards San Diego.